Sharon Gless broke ground playing police detective Christine Cagney on Cagney and Lacey, a role that won her 2 Emmys.
That's right, and I sat down with her in New York City to talk about how she's now helping women in business break the glass ceiling. Sharon Gless, thank you so much for joining us here.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
I can't believe it's been over 40 years since you played on Cagney and Lacey as Christine Cagney.
Oh my God.
Sorry to age you there. He's like, uh-oh, yeah. It's been a while. Did you have any idea while you were filming that it was going to be so groundbreaking?
No.
Really?
None. We were locked up. I'm not saying it as a complaint, but we were on a soundstage for, 17 hours a day, the max. And we had no idea that we were getting, 35 million viewers a week. We had no idea what the numbers were. We had no idea what the problems with the network were. We had no idea that some of our shows, the network refused, some affiliate stations refused to air the shows.
It was too racy for them at the time.
Well, apparently. We thought it was basic stuff, you know, because we believed
it was happening.
Yeah, it was happening. We believed in it. I was so thrilled that I got to play Christine Cagney, and it's a part, shockingly enough, that I turned down twice.
What?
I did.
I didn't know that. Why did you turn it down?
Barney Rosenzweig, our producer, said, sometimes actors are not always the best judges of material.
Oh. So you were judging it by the cover before you got into it.
And also I was under contract to Universal Studios, and I was not allowed to do a series for another studio or another conglomerate.
Right. Oh. Well, I'm glad
so
you did.
I finally got smart.
Right. And it won you 2 Emmys 2 years in a row.
I'm very, very, very grateful. I always joke, Time Daly, sure, she won 4. But she won the first 3, then I won the next 2. And we thought I'd win the 3rd, we'd tie. But at least it went back to her. So while we were on the air, no other actress ever won the Emmy. And the reason, you may ask, is we had the material. Actresses in that day just did not have that kind of material.
Do you and Tyne still keep in touch?
Yes, we're very good friends.
Oh, that's wonderful.
In fact, we didn't have time to be friends when we were shooting. We were partners, not only in the show, but we also were acting partners. And we rehearsed our scenes every night before the next day. And but we didn't have time to hang out. Now I talk to her almost every day.
And you talk to the producer who was working on that project every day too, because Barney is now your husband. So
that's true.
You've been married for more than 30 years now. What is the secret? That is a long time, especially in Hollywood.
Separate bathrooms.
I understand
That's the first
that.
secret. And not staying in the same town together for too long periods of time.
So having other houses in other places.
Well, I fly around and I'm like promoting Show Her the Money, and he's a feminist, first feminist I ever met. So he says, "Go, be well."
Yeah, I like that. Well, you mentioned Show Her the Money. It's a new documentary that you just produced. It's getting rave reviews. Everyone is just raving over the importance of it. Because you said, you know, like being a feminist, it's like a theme in your life to keep that woman supporting women theme going. So tell us a little bit more about what we can expect in this documentary.
Well, this is about, needless to say, because of the title, this is about money and women supporting other women's corporations, backing them. There is only 2% of money, 2% of funds available for women in backing their corporations, where men get 98%.
That is huge. And we're talking about today.
Oh, yeah, this morning.
Unacceptable. So you followed the journeys of several different entrepreneurs who are trying to get funding from angel investors.
We did. There was one woman I remember specifically who, she forgot her lines. Well, I understand that. You know, and she just felt like she'd blown the whole thing and it would never happen for her. And I went over and talked to her, and that's what got me interested in this picture. So she finally had somebody, she didn't make it that day, but Catherine Gray, who is our producer extraordinaire, did find her a backer.
Wow. Again, still supporting, even when the cameras stop rolling.
It's
like
always about the women, taking care of the women. That's what this picture's about.
So
it's not anti-male. It's not that kind of movie. It's just, it's time.
Well, there may be a lot of women that are watching this right now and they want to get more resources and find funding or find angel investors. What would you say to them? What resources are out there to help them?
Well, Show Her the Money, I believe it's showherthemoney.com. And Catherine Bray, of course, she's now getting to say, Sharon, my God, I'm not going to have time to take these calls. But it's what she did with the people you see on film. And she gave them a term. She gave them their time. And they made the money for themselves, but they needed somebody to help.
Well, you definitely aren't getting any complaints about this doc, but there apparently were complaints. Is a book you recently came out with, and you had a little help. Again, women supporting women.
Oh, yeah.
But it took 8 years to write this. Why did it take so long to write the book?
Because writing is a totally different skill. And my best friend, Donna Frieda, ever since she's known me, I tell her all these stories, and she takes out a thing and starts writing down the stories I tell her. So she would play some of those back to me. But Simon & Schuster, who are my publishers, would say, your chapters are too short. I said, well, that's how I tell a story. You wouldn't know about how I'm talking now. But, you know, everybody's a critic. So it's not, you don't do it alone.
And you were very transparent. You talked about, you know, some issues with drugs and alcohol, different things. Why was that important for you to reveal such a personal thing?
Because it's my life. And there were complaints about that. So that's where the title came from. I was not put, you go willingly, into Hazelton, the Harvard of the rehabs. And it was a secret. I was all protected. Nobody was to know. And of course, it got all over the press. And somebody came up to me afterwards and said, you were in Hazelton? I said, yeah. I said, why were you in Hazelton? Apparently there were complaints. And Barney, my husband, was standing there when I said it, and he burst out laughing. He doesn't usually laugh at my jokes. So when it came time for the book offer, I said, that's the title.
Congratulations on the film. Continue to show her the money.
That's right. Show her the money.